going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I guess I haven't shown you guys my daily driver. I didn't really post it. I was gonna post it when we bought it, but I've had it, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months. But you guys know I've always had F-250s. Actually, if you guys have been here for a long time, I did have a couple F-150 daily drivers, crew cabs, when I had the Hellcat, but they were EcoBoost, which those are really good daily driver trucks also. I actually really like those. They're fun around town. But recently, I got rid of my enclosed, and I've been towing. Essentially, I got rid of the enclosed, so I was like, I don't need an F-250 anymore. I've had, I don't know, like 6 or 7 F-250s over the past few years. They're awesome trucks. Best towing trucks ever. The 6.7 with the 10-speed is just right. It's perfect. The last one I had was a 22 limited. I never got the new ones, the 23s, but I've heard they're really badass. I've heard a lot of problems with the 6.7 high outputs, but I don't know. I guess it depends who you talk to. So anyways, I got rid of my enclosed, and so I didn't really need a diesel anymore. So I picked up a 2023 F-150, and at the time I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the single cab that we have, or that I have. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get a 4-door, and then we'll see. I don't know. At the time, I wasn't gonna go crazy with the single cabin, obviously. As with everything, you know, it just snowballs, and that truck's gone out of control. Wait till you guys see the update on it. Probably next video or two. It's out of control. But so I got this as a daily. I wasn't towing anything at the time, and didn't have plans of towing anything. So I picked up this 23 F-150, 4-door, 5.0, 4-wheel drive. Pretty much like the basic. I got the XLT, but it's the XLT. Oh, you're gonna be so mad. Everyone gets so angry over this, but it's the higher trim XLT. I say it's a Lariat without leather and cooling seats. A couple more things, maybe like full digital dash, but it's got like a half digital dash. You can see, I already got 17,000 miles. I've been driving the shit out of this thing. I love it. It's got the bigger screen, 4-wheel drive. Pro trailer backup assist, which I've had on every truck I never use because I don't ever set it up because I'm lazy in those aspects. And it's cloth. But other than that, it's like the perfect spec for me, I think, as a daily driver. I wish it had leather, but it would have to have cooling seats. I wouldn't have leather without cooling seats. But you guys know these new trucks, they're getting pretty expensive. Like this XLT, you know, pretty much the price of a Lariat like 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't want to go too crazy. It's just a daily driver, a little cruiser. And then it turned into my tow vehicle because I decided to go twins on the F-150. I decided to go Turbo 400. I went 9-inch. I went crazy with it. So I was like, man, I have the F-150. I don't want to get rid of it because it's such a nice daily driver. If you guys have had, you know, 3/4 ton diesel trucks, you know they still ride a little harsh. Even though my last one, my 22 limited, I put it on Fox shocks. I put on 37 so it would have a bigger sidewall. 37s with like a 17, so it would have bigger sidewall, so it would eat up some of the bumps and stuff. And that thing rode really good for a diesel. But at the end of the day, still rides like a diesel, like a 3/4 ton truck. Which nowadays they ride really good. But you don't realize how terrible they ride until you drive a half-ton truck, like F-150, GMC 1500, you know, Denali, Ram 1500, any of those trucks. They just ride so different, and it's because of the suspension for the load capacity. So anyways, I've been loving this thing, and so when I decided I was going to start racing the single cab and go crazy with it, I was like, man, I love the 4-door so much. It'll tow an open trailer just fine. I'm just going to get an open trailer. So lo and behold, I picked up like a 20-foot open car hauler, PJ car hauler from our buddies over at Happy Trailers. Shout out Leroy and Randy. And I bought that like right before TX2K. And this thing tows it just fine. It gets like 13, 14 miles a gallon towing a single cab truck, which weighs like 4,200 pounds on a 20-foot open trailer. And it's like, man, that's better gas mileage than I would get with a diesel towing an enclosed. So I could go into things I prefer about an open trailer versus an enclosed, but that could be like a whole nother video. I won't get into that. But anyways, that's been the setup for a while. Now, my single cab, I've been updating it and doing some mods to it because I am taking it to FL2K. I registered for that. I'm going to get my ass handed to me. I should have signed up for like the slower index classes or something so I would at least be somewhat competitive. But I'm an idiot and decided to go into like the street racer class, which they have like you know, slower levels, obviously, but I think the slowest class is going to go, like, I'm sure mid-8s. But whatever, we're gonna see what we can do with the single cab. So, like I said, I'll update you guys on the single cab in, like, the next video or two. It's almost ready to not bring back out in its final form for FL2K, but some of the mods that I've been doing to it are done. Anyways, not too much on that. But anyways, so I was just towing the open trailer with the single cab, and it was perfect. This thing, like I said, 13, 14 miles a gallon. It tows it perfect. Obviously, when you go to pass somebody, it's a little easier when you got a diesel, but this thing does just fine. Like, it cruises 75, 80. No big deal. All I did was put airbags in the back. But recently, let's get moving. I've been, you know, upgrading the single cab, so I get bored. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna do a few things to the F-150, the daily, because I love this truck. I don't know, I haven't liked a truck this much in a long time. So I did a paint match grill, because it just had the XLT grill, which was like, it actually wasn't black, it was like a dark gray, like a slate gray, gunmetal gray to match the wheels. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna do a paint match grill. Then I'm gonna do paint match badges. So I got the badges. Then I picked up, which I do this on every truck. It's the stupidest mod probably, but it looks so cool. They're the little 3D inlays for the F-150 on the tailgate. I don't know, I always think those look cool, especially when you're doing like a white and black theme and you get them in black. Whoa, dude, you cut that corner a little tight, bud. Jeez, I'll kill somebody. So anyways, I picked up that, did the mirror caps painted to match, and so pretty much everything's painted to match on the outside. And then got this bright idea, I was gonna put wheels and tires on it. And I was like, man, I don't want to go 24s, but I kind of want to do 22s. So I ordered, you know, I'm a Ford Star dealer, obviously, hit me up if you need some. I ordered their new one, which is the Ford Star X12, and I was kind of waiting for a few days. I ordered some Nitto tires for them, Nitto dealer if you need them. I got the Nitto 420s, which are a good tire, good all-around tire, I think, personally. And so I got those, and then the wheels. I'm like, man, what's going on with these wheels? So I followed up, and like, oh yeah, these are on, you know, freaking transport from China, gonna be here in like September or some shit. And I was like, okay, I need some wheels now. Because you know when you start modding your vehicle, you get super impatient, and you're like, okay, I want shit now. That's how everybody gets. And so I was like, okay, the X14s are in stock. And I really like the X14s on the truck. I'm just not a big fan of them because everybody has the X14 Ford Star, especially in the Mustang world, and that's where I come from. In the truck world, not everybody has them yet. So anyways, picked up a set of 22 by 9.5 Ford Star X14s and wrapped them in some Nitto 420s. They are a 295 actually, so it's a little bit narrower tire. You could do a 305, but I thought the narrower, I'm just making up words, looked a little bit better. I'm gonna park in the spot so I can show you guys around the truck, show you all the mods. So then, of course, I was like, man, so what I had done a long time ago, let me backtrack a little bit, sorry. After I did the airbags, I was like, man, if you guys know, these trucks literally come like this. I mean, ass up. So I did, I think it was like a 1.5 inch shackle in the back, just to level it out. Not even level, but get close to level. So it looked okay. So I had that. And then obviously when I got the wheels, I'm like, okay, I gotta lower this thing. The wheel gap is too much, it's too much. So I did a Ride Tech, obviously, just did a video on that. Did a Ride Tech 3.5. I had normal airlift airbags that sit under the frame rail. And so I had to remove those because with the Ride Tech kit, you got to get their airbags, which sit on the outside of the frame rail. So had to swap those over. In between all that stuff, I did a Borla exhaust, just the street version. Also a dealer for, if you need one, hit me up. The street version comes with the optional resonator. You can take it out or leave it. And then it's got a pretty big muffler, and then it's got the black tip at the back, which I really like because, like I said, I'm going for the white and black theme going on. I have a few other cosmetic mods I want to do. Obviously, you know, in the back of my head and everybody watching is like, dude, you need a Whipple. And I'm like, I know, but it's my daily and it's my tow truck. Biggest thing is it's my tow truck. I don't want to be in boost all the time when I'm towing. I mean, it'd be cool. So I don't know. A lot of people, and you guys comment down below, I've always towed with a diesel truck. So bear with me. Y'all comment down below if you've towed an open trailer with a truck as low as this, and tell me your honest feedback. I need honest feedback. People that have had one, sold it, went back to one, or had one, still have it, and they've driven other things to give, you know, because you got to obviously compare. You can't just buy one thing and be like, oh yeah, it's the best ever, when you haven't had something else. So give me your honest feedback though, because I'm about to tow my truck with an open in the next week or two, just to kind of test it out with the airbags and stuff, and see how it rides around town, because we got to drive, you know, 21 hours to Florida in October with this. Right now the plan is this truck and the open trailer I have. And this person is looking at me super weird because I'm backed into a random spot. Listen, I'm making a video, okay? He's like, damn, that truck's sick. I know. So give me an honest feedback if you've towed one. That's the my only thing I don't know for sure yet is the towing. So we're gonna figure that out soon. But without further ado, let me show you guys the truck. See what you guys think about it. It's a nice bright day in Amarillo, Texas. So, oh, I did the side badges also. Okay, so let's get a back look at it. So like I said, this is just an XLT, but it's like the higher trim XLT where it's got the LED, which is nice, you know, it goes around. See it there? And then it's got the matching fog lights. That's like a big thing for me. I'm really big on headlights. I hate having like the cheap halogen headlights. It drives me crazy. And then I bought this paint to match grill, or painted to match grill. This actually, I got this grill off eBay actually. It looks really good. And it's actually pretty good quality. It was like 300 bucks. Then I got Ford OEM badges, paid a guy to paint match those. And then I did the paint match mirror caps. And then I did, these I actually painted myself. I bought a kit off Amazon. And then someone had made these for me, Badge King, back in the day. I say back in the day, like last year for my single cab. And so I stole those off, and then I painted those to match and put those on. And man, it looks really good. So, like I said, 22-inch Ford Star X14s wrapped in Nittos. And then obviously it's like 3 inches in the front. It's the Ride Tech kit. So Ride Tech has a shock with Fox specifically for their kit. And then it's a 5 in the back, same thing, got Ride Tech / Fox shock. I don't have the airbags installed yet, they're at the shop, I need to put them on, but they'll sit on the outside of the frame rail actually, instead of underneath like a traditional air ride setup would, or airbag setup would. And we don't have this on the lowest setting, this is on like the 3rd hole. You could go 1 hole lower, but I don't want the truck that low in the back, especially for towing. And then like I said, this is probably the dumbest mod, but I do it on all of them because it looks cool. And then the paint to match badge. And I'm telling you, the thing I love so much about these XLTs is all this stuff, bumpers, handles, everything is already paint matched from the factory. The mirrors aren't, and the grill isn't. That's literally all you got to do. And the badges, but that's, you know. But I don't know, you guys tell me, but I absolutely freaking love this truck. It is like the perfect daily setup. I took the side steps off just so it looks a little lower. And then so this is the street Borla exhaust. It's black. Pretty much this part over the axle, it's all black. And this is 3-inch all the way. If you get the race version, it's 4-inch. And then this one has a muffler and a resonator. It could be a lot louder if I took the resonator out, which is optional with their kit. But I did leave it for now since it's my daily. And then when I bought it, I did get it bed lined, obviously, to save it from getting tore up. But man, I don't know. You guys tell me. I might be biased, but I just think this truck looks so perfect the way it is. I have like two more small things I'm gonna do to it, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Oh man, looks killer to me. I freaking love it. Now, obviously, like I said, if this was like my only truck and I wasn't towing or anything with it, the Whipple would already be on here. But I want to see how it tows as it is, and then kind of get some feedback from other people that have towed with these trucks that are lowered and with another truck on the back. But you know, the single cab is about the same weight as a full weight S550 or a GT500. They're all about that 4,200 pound weight. So if someone's done one similar or towed one similar, let me know. So that's the only thing I am not sure about. But I think this thing is like the perfect daily right now. And if it had a Whipple on it, it would be so much fun. But man, this thing with the Ride Tech kit rides so nice. So nice. I can't wait to get the bags in the back because that'll really make it ride so much smoother. Right now it's not bouncy, but you can like kind of watch the bed take the bumps and, you know, moves around a little bit. So I think the bags will eat up a lot of that because we've done the bag setup before on trucks, and it really smoothens it out. So, and I need them for towing. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I wanted to share the truck with you because I'm really proud of it, and it's kind of simple mods, and it just looks really clean, and it's a really cool daily driver, and I'm just obsessed with these F-150 trucks recently. I know I probably sound like a broken record, but these things are they're hard to beat for what they are, and for minimal mods, they're so cool. And I've always, since I was growing up, I always liked lowered trucks. I've had plenty of lifted trucks and all that stuff, but man, I grew up around lowered trucks, and like, I don't know, it's all come full circle now that I'm driving a lowered truck as a daily, and I absolutely love it. I always thought driving a lowered truck would be like this. You know? I've owned lowered trucks that ride like that, and I friggin' immediately sell them. So when they ride like this and they look this good, they're hard to beat. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys have some experience with towing with a lowered vehicle, let me know as well. I'd like to hear your feedback. Check us out, coyotedirect.com. If you guys need anything, you can also email sales@coyotedirect.com. We'll see you guys on the next one. This must be where he lives.
Okay.
He stopped at a house. We're at that